Okay, another option for integrating research and research writing into your own writing is to use a combination of a colon that separates two independent clauses and a direct quote that is about it. And I'll give an example here. This is kind of the formula that I have, that I follow as a writer, and you can invert the order. You can do the quote first and then do this sentence that summarizes. But if you follow this formula, basically on this side, and I'm highlighting, I would literally type a sentence that summarizes or characterizes or makes the argument about a specific thing from the research. And then I'd put my semicolon. And then on the other side, I would actually put in quotation marks the directly quoted information. I've been using then this article that is cited in correct MLA format. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to show then how I can follow this formula for putting research into my writing. So this is the actual quote that I'm going to borrow. It says, today's food grown in depleted soils contains significantly lower levels of nutrients than in earlier generations, while our air is more polluted and stress levels are higher. So now I come back to what I'm going to do, and we'll use this as the digital source. Um, if I wanted to then follow this formula, summarizes um, the part that I'm going to borrow. So I'm going to say food nowadays is not as nutritious. Nutritious. Sorry. Food nowadays is not as nutritious um, as it was in generations past. Now, that can stand on its own as a sentence. Then I'm going to put my semicolon, or my colon, then I'm going to put the quotation mark, and then I'm going to paste the actual quote into the position. And I'm going to make sure all the formatting looks the same. And notice then I'm going to delete the period that was at the end here, and then I'm going to put the quotation mark, and then I'm going to give credit where credit is due in MLA format, period. So food nowadays is not as nutritious as it was in generations past. I've got a sentence that summarizes the main argument of that. Then what I actually put then is what was in the actual article. So I've proven to the reader that I know what I'm talking about. And then I summarize specifically what the research says, and then I make sure to give credit where credit is due at the end. Now, the only difference if this were the print source would be for me to put comma and then the page number that I took it from. And, obviously I'm illustrating with this article that I have a PDF file that has it on there, and because it's a PDF file, it does have a page. But I also have the HTML version of the exact same article. And that would be the only difference, is if it was the PDF file or the print source or a print source, I'd have to put the page number on there. If it's a digital source, then the only thing I need then is the author's last name, close the parenthesis, and then close with the period. So that's another option for integrating research into your writing.